Live
No.
on YouTube.
No, mine says that too, but
But-
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
looking.
not that on the screen. It's not that on you actual YouTube. It isn't.
Yeah, because I'm watching YouTube channel. It's not on there. Yeah, that's what I got too. Huh.
Live on YouTube.
Yeah, now it is on
Mine says
YouTube.
that too, but I'm
Yeah, it's
looking.
not that on the screen. It's not that on you actual YouTube. It isn't. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, because I'm watching YouTube channel. It's not on there. Mine.
That's just wonderful. Hello, everybody. I can't see the videos here to see the chat. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, now it is on YouTube.
We're live, buddy.
I'm going to hang up this now. It's not that on actual YouTube. It isn't. Yeah, there we are. There it is.
Live on YouTube.
Yeah, now it is on YouTube too, but
All right, please mute all your phones.
because I'm watching.
Oh man, what a wonderful auspicious start. And why we don't use this setup for okay.
Here to
Now,
chat.
as I said, who's still got their camera phones on?
I'm gonna hang
Anybody?
up this now.
Anybody over there, Angie, with your, do you
Live
have
on YouTube.
Yeah, now
everything's muted, everything's
please mute
maybe?
all your phones.
Mine's off.
Mine's muted.
Man, what a wonderful start.
Anytime there's a woman involved.
I
All
got
right, Travis.
I got no audio going. Make sure everybody's got their phones off.
Got their
Hey, Travis, are you watching it on YouTube?
My phone's off, Rick.
Anybody over there?
What about on your computer screen?
Live on YouTube.
Everything's muted, everything's. Please mute
Are you sure it's not you, Rick?
Mine's off.
I'm muted.
Mine's muted.
Man, what a wonderful start.
Wow.
Anytime there's a woman involved.
There you go. See?
All right, Travis.
I got no audio going. Make sure everybody's got.
It's a
Oh,
little ridiculous.
I think we start over.
My phone's off, Rick. What about on your computer screen?
If I go on your computer, Angie, and you've got like YouTube open and it's
Hold on
playing
one second.
or something.
Check it out. It's not.
I'm muted.
It was Travis.
It was Travis. Oh, there we go. Now
I
he's
did it.
making the sandwiches.
I did it. I was looking at my phone, but I didn't realize in my browser at the bottom on my screen it was on YouTube. So-
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start over now. So I hope
Okay.
everybody had a good laugh on that one. That was fun, and this is expressly why, when it comes to the expo and all the live stuff, we're probably not going to be using this system, although we will be using this for the roundtable. So we're going to have to sort this out. So
Well,
this week, maybe
I just
we'll
won't be
do some-
involved in that process.
Yeah, maybe this week we'll do a little bit of testing here and there. We'll have a backup plan. Everybody, thank you for putting up with our idiocy as we begin our journey here. And I think you're right, Travis. You know, when it was just the Airgun guys,
yeah.
no issue. We add a gal,
Throw a
in
woman
here,
in the mix.
especially Airgun Angie,
Our-
and this
Our-
is what happens, right? I mean,
Rick, I did not think you would agree with him on that.
what's that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. All right. So, in case you guys didn't know, we have Airgun Angie here. She's actually over in my wife's office here at the ranch. Travis is getting ready to head this way because why? Airgun Expo.
Airgun
21
Expo.
next week. Now,
Yeah, buddy.
I was like pretty tickled when we started. I think last time we were up here, Travis, we had like a couple maybes. Is
Yeah,
that-
we
had a couple
didn't
maybes?
have we certainly didn't have a full schedule. We had some people, we'll think about it. We'll think about
Yeah.
it. And a couple, okay, we're in, but you know, we don't know at what level.
Yeah.
But now things have really turned around, haven't they?
Yeah, we've got a full. Let me see if I can pull this
Woo.
up. I'll just
We
pull my
got-
screen up. All right, so you guys can see it here. This is our list of folks, and this isn't all of them. We've got a few more yet to add here. because I need to finish their webpage parts. But this is it. We've got like 17 sponsors. And when I was putting the schedule together for next week, I realized that I actually had to shuffle things around because I had sold too many range spots. And I was like United Airlines. I had sold more seats than we had. So I shuffled the schedule to make sure we had everybody had a space. So super excited, man. We've got just a lot of people. So before we jump into stuff, if anybody's got questions about the expo, let's hit that, right? So Travis, you called me up, what, last October? Was that?
It was a while ago now, huh? Yeah, it was right when we heard that the expo wasn't going to happen. So that was
November?
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was last year, October, November, I think November. And when SHOT Show was canceled,
it was November. You're right.
We said, all right, let's do something because, first of all, I'm going to put everybody that's asking, where is it? It's going to be virtual. You guys can see it. It's going to be live on Airgun Web. So let me just give you guys, in fact, it's this channel right here. So not hard to find it.
Yeah, just come back here. But if you go to the airgunexpo.com, the dates and time are on the website.
And not only that, we're going to have probably by tomorrow, we'll have the full schedule up. At least the tentative theoretical schedule. So you guys, if there's products you really want to see and learn about, you're going to, well, some of them are special. We're not telling anybody yet.
But some of them, I don't think we should divulge the whole schedule. Just because
I can certainly tell who's going to do what. I think there are certain things that are just a known quantity. We want people to know they're going to be able to turn in and see it.
Yeah.
But you don't want to miss the first day. The first day, we've got some brand new out of the box.
Blockbuster.
Yeah. So you definitely want to get that. You want to see that. So that's going to be awesome. The main sponsor for the show is Airguns of Arizona. There was no hesitation on their part. So kudos to them. So they're not just a sponsor, they are a co-sponsor to the event. Yeah. So if you guys
really stepped up.
What's that?
They really stepped up. They did, they stepped up and we're gonna make them proud that they did and happy that they did. That's for sure. Well,
I did talk to Larry today from Airguns of Arizona. Let's kind of go to the question we have there. What are we going to be showing? When we get the schedule up tomorrow, you can actually see a lot of products we're going to have, but they have these really high-end guns. And I bet you Angie, who likes high-end air guns. You like high-end air guns, Angie?
Oh yeah. I like all kinds of air guns.
So she's going to get the chance to shoot some of these really top shelf air guns. I'm going to get to some of these I've never shot before, so I'm excited. Mm-hmm. So pumped about that. Plus, we've also got some, regular air guns. We've got cattleman guns signed up. So we've got one of their guns on the way. We're going to be shooting that, which I'm pretty excited about that. It's a pretty cool, it
looks super sweet.
Yeah. That's going to be a good one. Got a bunch of stuff from Umarex. We've got some stuff from Gammo. We've got, just pull up the list. Evanex. I've got some new Evanex guns we're going to be debuting. Well, re-releasing, if you want to call it that. Air Venturi. Here's a good one. You guys are going to want to see this. We have the new Woodstock Avengers. You saw those today, Angie?
No, I didn't see them.
You saw the boxes.
I did see the box. I was walking up to the range and I heard you say the Woodstock Avenger, and I was like, did he really say what I heard him say? Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, so I think tomorrow you'll be citing those in for the expo. I know that pains you, doesn't it?
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, it's just gonna bum you out. No.
But we're gonna need a lot of scopes and rings. I sure hope we got enough there.
Well, I know Hawk. Nice segue. Hawk has sent us a bunch of stuff, and I already have a bunch of Hawk stuff. So we've got. Well, I know there's a particular person that's really wanted to look through and shoot with a Frontier first focal plane. And I know we have one of those coming. Travis, would you be that guy?
I know somebody who really, really wants one of those first focal plane new release Hawk scopes.
We've got Sidewinders. We're going to be shooting a lot of Sidewinders and the Frontiers, and also probably one of my favorite guns. I think, Angie, have you been using the Vantage side focus first focal plane for the
Yep,
30 mil Vantage?
Yes,
What do you think of that scope?
I like it. It's nice.
Well,
I actually just pulled that one out
yeah. So
just a couple weeks ago.
yeah. What was you shoot? Where were you shooting that on?
The Origin?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that's what it was. Yeah. Now you shot that for me today. We won't tell people why, but I needed some help with some work. So Angie got down the range. What do you like about the Origin?
There's a lot to like about it. I mean, first out the box, I mean, I talk about this a lot because it's what I love to do. I like hunting. So what I think about when I pull a gun out the box is, how is this going to work out in the field? It's light, it's comfortable, easy to hold, easy to carry. And then when I took it to the range and started shooting it, super accurate,
Yeah, all
powerful.
those things.
Yep. I really like it.
Quiet.
It's for me, it's still going to be, and I'll be a bit of a broken record on this. If you are looking to dip your toe into PCPs and don't want to go a compressor, the Origin has a lot to offer with the hand pump and with the Reaxis gas ram
Yeah,
and the fact that you've got, and we're froze up.
great gun.
No, are we froze up?
And it has a sweet trigger. Sweet
Does it?
trigger.
I think so. Yeah, we're still good. The other thing it's got is that gas ram system is very cool because it kind of gives you a boost. So you don't need as many pumps to get it to ready to shoot. And it takes about half as many pumps to fill it. So a lot of very cool stuff there. So very, very awesome. All right. So what's going on in your neck of the woods, Angie? It's the first time you've been on the show.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm a little nervous
What are you nervous for?
because it's live. You guys are
So,
used to the edited version of Angie. This is unedited. It's just, yeah, it's plenty to be nervous about.
oh, come on now.
Hey, she's
What's
got
going
a
on?
cool t-shirt on.
She does have a cool shirt on.
Yeah, that's a cool shirt, Angie.
Yeah, it's because Rick's wearing it. Anything Rick wears or does is cool. So that's what I try to do.
Oh Lord.
You're going to be outnumbered when you get here, Travis. It's going to be great.
I can see I'm going to have to bring backup.
Well, we also have Joe coming. So you're
There's
going to
my backup right there.
No, I already know.
Joe's my buddy.
I already know
He's my
Joe is
backup.
not on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's not necessarily on your side either, Angie, for whatever reason. You have offended Joe somewhere, somehow. And
Really?
I don't know what it is, but
Is he on here tonight?
no, he might be. I don't see him yet. I don't see him. So
So what did he say?
I don't remember specifically, but something about he was going to give you grief or something. He's just going to give you something. I don't know. You did something. I don't know.
He said he was calling me out, but
Well,
Joe, I talk nothing bad about you. I only speak good, so I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know. We'll find out. He'll be here Sunday evening. So
When are you coming, Travis?
I will be there on Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Bringing sandwiches?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring some tuna from the tuna sandwiches from the gas station and some sushi from the gas station.
yeah, that'll be good. Travis likes that gas station sushi.
Yeah,
Never mind, Travis. Don't bring any sandwiches.
You can keep all your sushi, Travis. You
Yeah,
just go ahead and enjoy
sushi.
that.
You don't like gas station sushi? Come on. You survive that, you can outlive anybody.
Yeah. So, do you have any guns you're bringing out, Travis?
All the guns we need to bring are going to be there, but I am going to bring my SK-19.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring my Marauder pistol that is turned into a micro bullpup.
Okay. That'll be fun.
Yeah. I never said that to you.
You should have brought your bullpup, your Marauder
My
pistol.
Marauder pistol, yes.
You want to see my Marauder pistol bullpup?
Yeah.
All right.
Show and tell.
Yeah.
I don't have any guns with me today. I thought we just talk
I'll do it.
shop today.
Check this out.
I got coffee delivery on the way. Oh, look at that. Now,
Look
are
at
you gonna be manufacturing those in bulk for everybody
No.
to buy them, Travis?
I don't make anything, you know me.
Sweet.
Check her out. This is a Marauder pistol in a bullpup frame.
I want to give a disclaimer right now. This cup is not mine.
Yeah.
I have a Steelers cup. This is a bad
That's
joke
just as-
from my
that's
wife.
just as bad.
This is a bad joke from my wife to give me
I
this
hope-
cup.
I hope she's bringing me the Steelers cup because I'd like some coffee too. I'm playing.
Hanging on threads, I'm drinking some Arnold Palmer tonight.
You know, I was busy harassing you. I didn't really look at the gun. Put it up again, Travis.
All right. Now, this is a Marauder pistol inside a bullpup frame.
Now, did you make the frame or did you buy it?
No, I bought it.
That's cool.
Yeah, this thing's tiny. I mean, wah!
And now it's in multiple pieces. Now
I'm gonna hold it.
it's sub-assembly required.
So I'd say it's about 14 or 15 inches long, maybe.
It's kind of neat. It's not my thing.
Tiny.
We got some questions, you guys.
Hey.
So
put it on the
Shane
brain.
is talking about Skip. I'm guessing he says Skip Hawk and go buy an Athlon FFP. I've shot some Athlon scopes. They're not bad.
Yeah, they're good. They're good scope. Heck yeah.
Let's see.
I got a gun here with one on.
Vargas is dispensing some very good information to Angie. He says, "Don't pick your nose." So
I got that.
Try to restrain. That's actually more advice for me than Angie, maybe.
Mhm.
Like ever or just on camera?
Well, ever. Angie,
Okay.
you're a lady.
Never, yeah, never,
Well,
ever.
ever. Pick your nose. There's I'm gonna stop right there. Rocket is saying just bought me my first PCP Benjamin Kratos 25.
Cool.
That is a nice gun. I would
know-
like to try that one. I know I shot the
It's
Kaden.
another one. It's another one of the Turkish guns that's really pretty and shoots good.
It's a crawl gun, and they've done a great job. They've done a really good job bringing those over.
Yeah,
um,
I agree. I agree.
Zoe Hicks is asking the best air gun to hunt with Angie. I'm gonna kick
What-
that over to our
what-
resident hunter.
What are we hunting though with it?
That was going to be
Yeah,
my
all right,
question.
Zoe, what are we hunting? Because that's a very important question. If we're hunting rats, we probably don't need a TC-45.
Yeah, it's probably
Although
right.
Angie does not discriminate. She'll smack them with a 35 cal. If they present,
Yeah.
she will cut them in half.
That was awesome.
Rocket, I have not reviewed that one yet. I'm going to be reaching out to Crossman again. They've had some transitions in their marketing team, and I would love to take a look at that whole line of guns that they have. That would be great, but we'll see. Won't happen probably.
You know, they've been pretty hard to get a hold of lately. That's for sure.
Okay. Zoe's asking deer, boar, and in Wyoming. First of all, find out if it's legal to hunt there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's assume it is. Let's assume you can hunt there. I don't know. You need to check that out. Deer, that's you don't need much to hunt deer. They're actually pretty thin-skinned.
Yeah. Doesn't
Angie,
take much to kill.
are we not? And Angie, are we not important enough for you to pay attention to us? Ah, coffee. I get it. You're forgiven. All right. So when you're looking at deer, people have been taking deer with sub 200 foot-pound guns forever.
Long time.
So that's not a big deal. Boar becomes another issue. Now, headshot them, perfect shot, no problem.
Never.
But if you're gonna vital shot them, they have that really thick shield. It really depends on how big they are. So if you're gonna hunt boar, go bigger is better. I've done it. I've tried to shoot them with a lesser power gun. A bigger, more powerful gun is more effective, gives you a bigger margin of error. So they're really two different guns, essentially, unless you want to buy like a hammer, which is a great gun. It's an all-around multi-shot big bore that would work
That'll
really
definitely
well.
take both of them.
Yeah, easily.
And the thing though here is, if you're gonna hunt both animals, at least get the more powerful gun so you can do that.
That's a
You
good
know. Yeah.
idea, Travis.
So get the biggest, most powerful one that you're comfortable with, and because you don't want to be shooting a deer with a 200 foot-pound gun and they're going out trying to shoot big boars with a 200 foot-pound gun. You're gonna.
No, good point. Good
You
point. We got a question here,
Mhm.
and this is a good one. I'm going to throw this one out for you guys. Avenger versus Marauder.
You know, I am a huge Marauder fan, just because.
Go figure.
Yeah, just because I worked on them and built stuff for them for a long, long time. But that gun has really never changed much. It hasn't really caught up with, the side lever guns, and it's heavy, it's steel tubed. So I'm going to go the Avenger. I'm going to go and say definitely take the Avenger. It's lighter. It's easier to cycle with the side lever. It's probably not.
It's adjustable without having to go through a bunch
it's
of.
it's regulated, and the Marauder is not. Yeah, I'm going with the Avenger, definitely, and it's less expensive too.
The new wood stock, I think, is I'm gonna look.
$400.
It's $430, I think,
Yeah, it's like 400 and some change.
which is a good deal.
Yeah, I mean, considering what you're getting, you get a side lever gun, multi-shot, regulated, shrouded, lightweight, inexpensive, lots of, and if something goes wrong with it, there's parts available for it.
It's not hard to work on.
Here's the thing though, when it comes to parts availability, nobody beats Crossman. Their parts department and ability to buy parts for your gun, that they are number one, man. They are top notch. They're hard to beat.
So yeah, here's the Avenger at Pyramid
Yeah,
Air,
430. There you go.
430.
It looks good in wood, doesn't it?
It does.
Nice.
Mhm.
It does.
And
Classic.
if you notice, they did something smart here, Angie. I've been banging on people that don't do it. It's got swivel studs. At least you got a stud in the back and a rail in the front that you could put a weaver attachment to it. So
A ribber,
a ribber,
a ribber.
a ribber.
Sweet. And I get to shoot that tomorrow?
Yeah, you can put scopes on them. We got two of them. We
Don't
got
get
a
it all
22 and a
scratched
25.
up before the show. Now
It'll be fine, Travis. It'll
you
be
watch
fine.
her. Keep
It'll
an
be
eye
Is
on
it
her.
22 or 25?
We got both.
Nice.
We got both. So, and I guess
Cuddy,
what?
cuddy.
You know what we can do, Angie, if you want, if you can stay a little while after the show, I'm going to be reviewing that gun, doing an old school air gun review for Pyramid Air after the expo. So if you wanted, maybe I could do one caliber, you could do another caliber for your channel.
You know why I like the 25 over the 22?
More power.
Well, yeah, you can take a squirrel, raccoons, bobcats, that kind of stuff, all with the same gun. And I'll tell you guys a little story. So I went out to go squirrel hunting with my Avenger 25, and I'm walking up, getting ready to go into the woods where I normally squirrel hunt. And I look over and I see a bobcat on the side of the road, and it was bobcat season. So I put the crosshairs on it, pulled the trigger, realized I never put the mag in the gun.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake. But yeah, the possibility of being able to take that as well as a squirrel with the same gun. Oh yeah, that's why I like a 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. So
You ever done that, Rick?
done what?
Right.
Didn't
Dry
put the
fire a
mag
gun
in.
at an animal.
No, I have not dry fired a gun at an animal. What I have done is forget to take the safety off. I have forgotten to hit the record button. I have done just about every other stupid thing, Angie. I have shot my GoPro that was getting in the way of my. I was trying to follow a prairie dog. Oh crap! Shot the camera. That was. Oops. Fortunately, it was in an aluminum case, so it didn't get hurt the camera, nor the prairie dog because it got away. So we got a question. Rob Hill is asking, what do you guys think about the Aspen Seneca? Guys, we're having problems with them, but I want one. I don't disagree with you. Angie just, what's that?
I had one.
You did have one.
Mm-hmm.
Angie just did a video and she's just pumping like a mad woman.
Yeah, it takes somebody with some guns, really. even the hand pumps, I did not try the hand pump on the Origin because
Chicken.
yeah, well, I know what it's like. You gotta have some weight. I mean, I'm not tiny, but you gotta have some weight to push it down. Yep.
I like the Aspen. I think it's great. The way
I've
you keep
heard
it-
people complain about the pump breaking after a while, but I've also
did.
heard people say as long as you maintain it, it's fine. So
That's not
there's
true.
always maintenance.
Travis is like, no,
No,
sucks, terrible,
My-
throw it away.
I maintained mine and it broke too. The pump broke too.
You know, it's a beautiful thing about something like that is there's a thing that I think people forget that products have is called a
Warranty.
warranty.
Yeah.
And when you have a manufacturer that brings something to market with a warranty and something breaks within the warranty, then you make them fix it. And then they improve the gun or they lose money keeping up with the warranty. So I am a firm believer in holding manufacturers and vendors feet to the fire on their warranties. If they're going to offer
I
a
agree.
warranty, then stand
No, I
by
agree.
it.
Mine,
And that
that
helps
wasn't-
them encourages them to do better. So anyway,
it is an extremely accurate gun, the Seneca.
Yeah. well,
Yeah.
you know, it's the Origin, it's the Avenger, it's the same platform.
Yeah, it's all the same stuff.
Yeah.
But the other thing too is, that gun, you're pumping it up, but it's not filtering the air at all that you're pumping into it.
Yeah.
So once again, anytime you compress air, you compress water. So you're gonna run into problems no matter what eventually, because of the moisture content in the air that you're compressing into the gun.
Sure.
But I don't know. It's not up there on my
It's not, I
not
like
on my
the gun
top 10
quite a
list.
bit.
Let's put it that way.
I like the gun quite a bit because I use it this way. I fill it 9 times out of 10 with a compressor.
Yeah, and
When I'm
and you
in-
can do that too. And you can do
When
that.
I'm in the field and I've taken a couple shots and I want my next couple shots to be the same as my first couple shots, I put 10 pumps in it. I'm
Mhm.
done. I'm not putting 80 pumps in it every time to fill it up from dead empty. I'm using a compressor to top it off or to get it full, and then I just use the hand pump in the field. That's how I use it. Maybe that's why I haven't had any problems with mine. Rate of pumping, moisture, and oiling it are all things that you have to take into consideration. On the other side, it's a $300 gun.
Yeah, it's
I
inexpensive.
mean, it's not.
It's a lot for the money, really, though.
It's
Think about
it's-
it.
And here's the thing about that gun. I'm gonna pull up a picture because it's impressive. Hold on just a second, because I can do this. I have the technology. This is why I like the gun so much. Well, one of the reasons. I'll pull it up here. Okay. So here's the gun. You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
You see that little knob on the side there?
Mm-hmm. The power adjuster.
You know what that does? That goes from low power to high power, not like 5 different power levels. No offense to people that have that, but it's just got low and high. And let's take the 25 cal, for example. On high power, you get 1 mag, maybe a mag and a half. On low power, you get a lot more. On low power and 25 caliber, it's more powerful than basically any break barrel you can buy.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so when you sort of wrap around that,
It's not a bad looking gun either, really.
do you need 60 foot-pounds to take a squirrel out?
No.
If it's
Andy
a really
says,
big squirrel.
Yes, make them pay.
You know what's also nice about that? It's the carrying handle too.
Yep.
I do a lot of walking through woods and stuff, and carrying guns can be, depending on what it is, it can be quite the haul. So
Would you notice this actually has mount points too, right, Angie?
yeah.
So you can. It's kind of weird being on the side here, but they do have swivel stud mounts that you can sling it. So
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you just
right.
never know what you're going to get into. Being in the woods is an adventure, and sometimes you just need to grab it by the handle and go.
I'm going to switch back over here. So I'm a fan of the Aspen. Okay,
I
I
like
know
it.
people have had issues, but I've had mine. They've all worked. Whenever I've picked them up to go to use them, they've worked well. So it's not like I'm using them just the hand pump exclusively all the time. Yes, I would imagine it would wear out with a lot of use. I use it to top off in the field. For me, it's a great gun. So Okay, the Webley Nemesis X rifle will hit the. Do you guys think it will hit the U.S. market? I don't know anything about that rifle. Do you?
Not me. Webley, you know, they don't make guns that I really cater to, you know. So it's not my gig. I don't know much about them.
So we have a hi from El Salvador. Hello, everybody. There's a gentleman. Oh, that's a good question. David's got a good question. We'll get to that here in a minute. Let's see. Joshua says side lever alone wins for the Avenger. Yeah, compared to the rear bolt of the Marauder. I like the Marauder too, but the side lever guns are superior.
I agree.
They're just superior.
And they've been making that gun for what, 15 years, and they still haven't put a side lever on it.
Well, in some regards, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, some would say it was broke from the beginning, but the sales numbers would say differently.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's probably the greatest selling air rifle of all time.
I mean, here in the States as a PCP, I mean, they've sold boatloads. I might have,
Loads of them.
I don't know if I'll have one in time for the expo. But I'll have one afterwards. I hope. I might be getting one of the semi-automatic Marauders. I haven't tried one. I
I
want
haven't
to try
either, but it's an open bolt gun, so
It's your favorite kind, right, Travis?
meh.
I have Josh was asking if we carry pellets. Airgun Pro Shop. I'm going to put it up here.
We're out.
Okay, so we do have some pellets. We have a limited number, and we limit orders 2 tins per customer per month. We want everybody to be able to shoot, just not one person to buy everything out. So we have Hunter Supply Big Bore. We have a few various tins of 177-22. We're basically out of 25s. But we got we ain't got a lot, but we will share some of what we have. But just we are very cautious to try and give everybody the chance to have something to shoot. So that's it.
Those hoarders are ruining it for everyone.
Ed says the Avenger came out with a Woodstock. Yes, Ed, we have them, and we're going to be demoing those at the expo. So catch them next week. It'd be pretty awesome.
What about David's question?
David's question's asked: Ready Air or Nomad 2? Good question. Either one works fine. What do you want? One's way cheaper. Ready Air's cheaper. I know Travis prefers things that are quieter. So that sort of takes the Ready Air out of his wheelhouse per se. I used it today to fill a gun we're going to debut on the very first day of the expo, which I'm not supposed to say what it is, so I won't. But it has a large 4,500 cc bottle, and I was filling that up with the Ready Air, and it took a while, but it cycled, and I mean it didn't cycle. Excuse me. It got up to the point. It hovered about 130 degrees, and the fans were whirring and very loud, but it never overheated, and filled my bottle from flat to 4,500 psi. So it works. The Nomad is a little quieter. I like the fact that both of them are self-contained. I love the fact that Nomad comes in a little baggie with all the accessories. They're both good compressors.
They both do a good job.
I don't have one's better than the other in my opinion. So.
To me, either one would be okay.
Feature set. What are you looking for?
I think the price is pretty comparable, isn't it?
Well, it's it's
Nomad's
about $200 cheaper.
The Nomad is?
No, the Ready Air.
Oh, is it?
The Nomad 2 is like $700.
Oh, really?
No. Let me check it. I'll check it right now. I will tell you exactamundally how much it is. The Nomad 2 is $700. And they have them in stock. Looky there.
Who's they? Pyramid?
Pyramid Air. Mm-hmm.
They got everything, don't they?
They carry a lot. They don't carry everything. They carry a lot.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. They move a lot of product. Good company.
The Ready Air is pre-order. So if you want one today, you really don't have much choice. So another option for a great personal compressor. You guys want to know what my choice would be?
The Hill,
Well, I'm talking one that's 12 volt.
12
But yes, if it was just a 110 compressor that sat on my shelf, the Hill. It's so much faster than these others. And yes, it cycles on temperature, but even
it's
with the
quiet,
cycling,
too.
it's quiet and faster.
Oh,
It's,
that's a beauty.
I love the Hill. No, it's actually the Omega Trail Charger.
I got one of those. Actually, I got one of all the other ones too.
Yeah. Well, that's your job, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can see them all sitting back there, top of my toolbox.
JTS compressor is good too. Although,
Oh yeah,
you said
that's my personal favorite.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine why. Do you know if they're back in stock yet?
Yeah, they got a zillion of them on the shelf.
All right, so that's another 550, really good compressor.
Yeah. And it's the quietest of them all.
It's very nice. So, like, this is
very portable. That's
I
a
like-
great compressor right there.
I like this compressor a lot. If I can get the picture to come back. There it
Yeah,
is.
what are they, about $900?
They're expensive. They're 840 here.
I can't.
So
I can't
they're
really
not-
see. It's not. It's kind of blurry on my screen.
So
Yeah,
so they're-
that's a good compressor.
Yeah, it's water cooled. It's got the grease lubricator,
Mhm.
and it's just like a sewing machine. Chug 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 chug.
I
chug,
got
chug,
one.
chug, chug, chug.
And you can fill bottles with it.
You can. It
Yeah,
is.
it's the only one of all the ones you mentioned you can fill bottles with.
Yeah, it's a good. It's a really good one.
slow is, but it'll run all day long.
Yeah, that's
Right.
absolutely true. It doesn't overheat. It
Chug
just
it, chug it,
chug
chug
it,
it,
chug it,
chug it,
chug
chug
it.
it. Yeah,
Angie, you're awful quiet, but you're smiling.
yeah.
I'm
She's
listening
got
to
a
the
cool shirt.
experts.
You got some coffee. You should be like engaging, Angie.
I am. I'm listening to the experts.
Oh, come on. My nose itches. We got more questions here.
Let's do it.
Some people are talking about the Umrex Origin is going to be imported here after your review. I would like to have it follow you since you reviews in your backyard. Thanks, man. It's been a while since I was back in South Carolina doing reviews barefooted and with my little easy up and my daughter's jungle gym in the back with the pool on the side and the goats and the cats. Yes.
Barefoot.
That's a while back, huh?
Yeah. That was, I go back and watch those videos every now and then, and I can't even get through one. So it's hard to watch. I go back to
Everyone
2010.
starts somewhere, though, right? Everybody
Yeah.
starts somewhere.
Let's see. Ben's asking thoughts on Hawk Vantage HD 4 to 12 by 50 versus Monstrum first focal plane average.
The Hawk by far. It's not even close.
Yeah, I think the glass of the Hawk's gonna be a lot better.
Oh,
I've
it's
shot
not
the
even
Monstrum.
close. Not even close. Plus, the
Um,
Monstrum is really heavy. It's a tank.
Well, there you go.
It's not even close.
When are you gonna buy? What's that? When are you gonna buy a Barrett .416 and join the club? Well, I have to know what that is first, and then maybe. David Santhine, Avenger and Nomad. It's a night. Yeah, that is a good package. Dave, that is a great combo. It
That's a
would
good
very-
starter package,
Be difficult.
Do you have a Rick? Do you have a package like that in the Airgun Pro Shop?
I should, but I don't right now, primarily because the volatility of being able to maintain inventory on the compressors was so hard. I don't want to put a package together where I have to rely on a distributor to have it in stock. If I do a package, I want to have it in the shop ready to ship. And that's just, I don't have right now, just frankly, honestly, I don't have the capital to tie up in tens of thousands of dollars in inventory to sit in a Connex that may or may not sell. But hopefully, I'm retooling Airgun Pro Shop. We're actually, for a plug for Airgun Pro Shop, we're in the process of redoing the website to be more focused on activity versus product. So like small game hunting packages and predator hunting packages and big game hunting packages and backyard plinking packages. So we're going to retool everything to be more designed to address a particular type of shooting versus this product versus that product. So hopefully that will help us focus our attention on having things that we think people will like. And then they can get everything they want out of the box. I love Pyramid Air and Airgun Depot and Airguns of Arizona. These guys, they have great variety of products, but I don't think any of them, no offense to you guys, do a good job at providing the whole solution with one click.
That's a good point, man.
And so that's what I want to do with the Pro Shop. The Pro Shop is a pro shop, not a Walmart discount shop.
And you know, and like you said earlier, though, they're probably running the same problem, you know, being able to get compressors on a steady enough diet to make that happen. So that's probably, otherwise, you know, they probably would have done it because, you know, they're smart people.
Well, you know, and really they're extraordinarily busy just trying to keep orders filled.
Mhm.
And as I can relate to, I mean, Angie, you'll be here for a couple of weeks. You're going to see what it's like for the few folks we have here working the Pro Shop, what it's like just to try and keep up. And it is, you know, I'm up till midnight every night just trying to answer emails and get invoices out. And then I'm up at 5:30 in the morning, and it is more than I can do right now. So it's a lot. I mean, and they're like 1,000 times more to deal with than I've got. So it's a bunch. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
Big companies.
yeah. Somebody's asking what's a good priced red dot that you three would recommend. Well, I know one I would recommend. I don't know what you guys think of red dots. Do you shoot a lot of red dots, Travis, Angie?
Yeah, you know, and I'll tell you my red dot story. Maybe, you know, maybe I told this last time, but I went out. I took my PP 750 pistol and I had the red dot on it. Didn't I have this story? Did I tell you this story?
You did, but you tell it again. Angie probably didn't hear it.
But anyway, so I took it out and I bought a really inexpensive red dot off of Amazon. I think it was like 15 or 20 bucks. It was dirt cheap. So I sighted it in and I forgot to turn it off. And the very next day when I drove all the way out to the permission to shoot, the battery was dead. So I had to come all the way back home, put a battery in it, calm the dog down, you know, because he's all fired up to go shoot squirrels, and then drive all the way back again. So ruined my day. The next day I bought a really nice red dot that had like a 30,000 hour battery. So you could turn it on and leave it on for 30,000 hours.
Or you could train yourself to turn it off.
You know, but that's not always the case. Not always the case.
I've made the same mistake.
And some have auto off too.
Well,
if you don't sense the movement, like the Hawk has an auto off. So if you're gonna buy one, the Hawk's it's pricey. What is it like?
I was just trying to look it up.
$150?
Well, they have a couple different models. The one I think I've got over here. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, so I ended up buying another one off of Amazon, and it was I think a UTG, but it had the auto off and 30,000 hour battery, and so far it's worked fine.
This one is one they just sent me. We're going to use this one probably on some of the SWA guns, probably the SWA pistol.
The Hawk one. Yeah, that's a lot nicer than the one I bought. I mean,
it's got rails
nice
you can swap out, so you have a riser or flat.
Yeah.
And this one shuts itself off.
Yeah, and that's a much nicer unit than what I put on mine.
You know what that says when they make things that shut themselves off like that? It says you're not the only one that ever left it on.
Yes.
Right.
It's obviously a problem.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was trying.
I haven't really had.
There it is.
Am I talking over you?
No, go for it. You're fine.
I haven't really had a whole lot of experience with other red dot sites. I've got a couple Hawks, and they seem to be just fine. So I really don't have a good answer for your question.
I was going to pull up this one red dot we have at the Pro Shop that we stock because we use it a lot.
How much was that Hawk? Did you get the price?
This one, I'll pull it up here in a second. I want to say it's close to $200. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a
UTG
discretionary type purchase.
UTG makes one for about $90. That's auto shut off, but the glass is nothing close to what Hawk has.
Yeah.
It works. And it's a, third the price, but you get,
Yeah.
you get what you pay for, right?
I can't wait till you guys answer the next question.
Oh boy. Oh, here it is. Vantage. All right. So this is the one that we have at the pro shop that I really like. It's what we stock. It's not very expensive. I'm just gonna throw it up here. Okay, boom. That's that one. That's $110. Okay, so is this the
Zion. Yeah, that one.
Zion? What's the average lifespan on a compressor, assuming proper maintenance and care, hand pumping? A Texan and it's a pain, no joke.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Is it worth the price? I don't
Jesus.
shoot every day. Okay,
Wait,
so
hand
woo,
pump Texan.
hand
Gotta be
pumping
love.
Texan. That's a brave soul right there.
Man, that's
Probably
a
fit.
fit person right there.
Yeah, I'm saying.
With a good back.
All right. So the
One of those
lifespan of the
things.
compressor is going to be directly connected to the how much you pay for it up front.
My recommendation when anybody asks me what compressor to buy is, buy the most expensive one you can afford.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to look at it.
Just buy the most expensive one you can afford, because the and it's not a silly answer, because the higher priced ones are higher priced for a reason.
Well, I have a 5-foot, 5,000 PSI steel tank in my shop, and I fill that once every couple weeks. And then I use that to top all my guns off throughout, over the next, so I don't run a compressor all the time.
Yeah.
I fill that with an Alkin. The Alkin is $3,200 plus $500 to freight it. So it's say
Yep.
$3,600 you pay tax.
It's a great, it'll last your lifetime though.
Yes. Here's the thing. If you bought a affordable, well, let's say go above affordable. Affordable is a term that means different things. If you go with one of the Cage water-cooled radiator compressors like the Air Venturi or the Davy, or even like the turbochargers you got from Airguns of Arizona, these things, you're looking at $1,500 on the low side and $2,000 plus on the high side, right?
Yeah.
Those are all Chinese.
Yeah.
And
Nothing
they
against
fail
Chinese
one
people.
time. And you got to buy another one. You would have been better off buying the Alkin up front. The Alkin can run continuous. I can have a pile of cascade system, never shut it off.
Yeah, it's 100% duty cycle. You can just run it, run it, and run it.
So now it doesn't fit in your truck. There is a downside to that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that it can't do. But if you're looking at like an Omega supercharger that can fill tanks.
Yeah.
And it's not super expensive. It's about a grand, 900.
No. The charger is about $1,100. The supercharger, turbocharger, get over $2,000.
Okay.
Look at a couple $1,000. If I'm going to spend $2,000, I'm going to buy a day state.
You know what? And that is probably what I would say too. And because I've owned a day state. And it's 110 volt.
Yeah.
Super important.
Let me ask Zion. Let me ask you a question. So if you're still with us,
end of answer.
Yeah, let me ask this question. You say you don't shoot every day. Or when you sit down to shoot, how many times do you fill your gun, or do you think you're going to fill it? That's the first question. Do you have access to power? That's the second question.
You fill a tank.
Could you fill a tank and then fill your Texan? Now, if he's got the new Texan that's 45, skip the tank. You're gonna have to use a compressor anyway. So what do you? So I guess the questions are: what do you fill into, right? When you do shoot, how often or how many times do you fill up? And do you have access to power? Because those questions there may mean that, you know what, that little Omega trail charger for $840.
Good.
All it done.
Goodbye.
All it done. Keep
And
it
it fills
serviced.
tanks.
What's that?
And it fills SCBA tanks and stuff like that.
You can,
So
yeah, you can. It
and-
takes forever,
and-
but you can.
And that's what you need though with a Texan if you're going out on the road. If you're going to go hunting somewhere, you better have an SCBA tank with you, because they don't get that many shots per fill, even with the big old tank they have. So
We got another question here. Well, if
you,
Zion, if you get back to us on those, we'd be happy to point you in the right direction, at least
mhm.
according to our
Budget. It's really budget oriented.
budget too. So we got a question here. How long should a 1322 hold pressure of 2 pumps when it's stored? It should hold it longer than overnight. So
Well,
he's answered our compressor question. We'll get back to that in a second. Travis, 1322 should hold pressure, don't you think?
indefinitely.
Yeah. So if it's leaking out, you got a problem.
Yeah.
Um,
It will drop in pressure overnight though, because of the cooling effect of the air and the air temperature, unless you got it in an environment that doesn't cool off at night, like in your
Good.
front room or something. But they typically will drop in pressure anyway, just because of the drop in temperature.
but if you're inside a climate controlled house,
Yeah, then you won't see any pressure drop at all, hardly. You'll see a little still, but it shouldn't lose much pressure overnight
So
if there's a problem.
So Zion's asking, this is his answer. He's got a 510 Texan,
Okay.
takes 3650 PSI, so he can use a 4500 PSI bottle. So that's
Okay.
that. Fills up 2 to 3 times and he has power. All right. I would say the Hill compressor. It's $1,300. It's sweet. It'll fill your gun very
Great,
quickly.
great. But
Go ahead.
here's the question. Is he shooting primarily from home, or
Okay.
is he shooting out in the field somewhere?
Well, if he has power, he's got to have, he says he's got power.
Well, then here's my thing. That 510 Texan is a hunting gun. So I don't imagine he's just sitting in his backyard plinking with it. So he must be using this thing for deer hunting or coyote.
For deer hunting, you only need 1 bottle.
Well, I think it only gets like 3-4 shots of fill, even with that big tank on there.
You're not generally going to get 3 or 4 shots off when you deer hunt.
There you
What
go.
if he's out messing around? What if he shoots at a log or stump or his buddy?
Then he ain't gonna be shooting deer.
So my point is this: if you got something that has that big of a tank, and and maybe going away for the weekend, think of that too. You're going hiking, hunting, backpacking, camping, whatever. You don't always have 110 with you, so you got to take that into account. Are you going to fill a tank then at that point? Because the Hill won't fill a tank.
It filled pony bottle, but it's saying
There's
mostly
a lot
from
of things
home.
you got to
He
consider.
says shooting mostly from home
Okay.
as the hand pump for travel. So
Okay. Hill.
I
The
think
Hill.
I think the Hill pump is the way to go.
Yeah,
It's $1,300. It's more expensive, built like a tank, beautiful piece of equipment,
Beautiful.
made in the UK.
Solid.
It's an easy.
Yeah,
easy
and
choice.
it doesn't need to be rebuilt every X amount of hours.
No.
It'll last a
Dude.
long time.
If
Wow.
you're hand pumping a Texan,
Man, that's a real man right there.
really,
Yeah,
that's tough stuff right there.
yeah. That's crazy.
And the
That's
trail
excellent.
charger would be my second choice. Just
Yeah,
so you
see
know.
me, I would go trail charger just because I could take that with me on the road and fill an SCBA tank and then go hiking, packing, whatever.
Yep.
I don't know. Either one. It just depends on what your scenario is. I typically don't go hiking and backpacking, so I would get the Hill.
Different strokes for different folks.
That's right. So it's got to fill a niche, whatever your niche is.
Yeah, Stan, I'm with you. But the more we do this and we get more people excited about it, maybe we'll get up and get some more numbers. But I'm going to be very excited to see what we have when we get to the Airgun Expo, and we've got a whole week of airgun stuff that people can come watch live on the range, live in the studio, and then we're going to have roundtables, which probably won't be that dissimilar from this type of a discussion. But we're going to have Joe's going to be here from JSB Predator International for a couple days. Larry from Airguns of Arizona will be here all week.
Mhm.
I've got some folks from Umarex are going to be up. I've got some folks from Pyramid Air going to be here. So we're going to have a group, and I think we've got some other people Travis is talking to. On his
Yeah, we got Hajimoto's going to chime in on us.
Yeah.
Via Zoom, and then we got Justin Jacobson from Utah Air is going to chime in via Zoom. I think there's a few more. I can't really think off the top of my head. But we're going to have plenty of people.
The cool thing is that this is the first time this has been done like this. And if it goes well, we hope to just continue the fun. Maybe we'll have one. Maybe we can do something seasonally. Companies tend to release products at SHOT Show, but then don't have any products to actually give people, or all they have are maybe non-working samples. So sometime around May, thanks, buddy. Sometime around May is a great time because we actually sometimes have product we can play with. And then in the fall is a great time too, because all of the stuff that we didn't get in May because it was delayed, we'll have in the fall. So I think we can do this a lot, be super, super fun.
So Zion says he's not sure about the number of pumps. Somebody asked him how many pumps. So he's not sure about the number of pumps, but it generally takes him an hour to go from 2,000 to 3,600. That's dedication.
Dude, that's a dude that wants to shoot.
Man, an hour of pumping. No, think of you.
When I wanted to shoot that bad, I bought a compressor.
Man, I would be all over a compressor.
What was your first compressor, Travis?
My first one was a shoebox. The original shoebox.
I had one too. That was my first compressor.
Yep. And then my second one was a shoebox F8.
I got an F8 and an F10 in the storage unit.
Then I got, man, I could go down the list. I got to tell you every one in a row. Then I got the one from the guys no longer around. It was a Chinese compressor. What was the name of that company? It was in the Midwest.
Only you would know.
Oh no, he sold a bunch of Chinese guns. Anyway, he sold me the compressor. That thing was garbage. Ended up throwing it in the dumpster. And then after that, I bought a Coltree.
Travis, he asked you what was your first compressor.
I know. I told him.
I did. We've gone on. I tell you what. We got a question here. Josh was saying, "Give us a hint. Are there more good quality budget air rifles like the Avenger coming soon?" Short answer is yes.
Yes, absolutely.
You have to wait. Day one, we're going to be putting one right on the bench.
Boy,
I shot it today.
I saw
awesome.
it today.
It's
Didn't I?
awesome, awesome, awesome. It's very, very cool. You guys are going to love it.
If they miss day one, they are Barneys.
What's that?
They're Barneys if they miss day one, man.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, my second compressor, after my shoebox died and I couldn't rebuild it anymore, there was a guy, and I forgot the gentleman's name. He was taking, I didn't know this, but like airplanes run on high pressure pumps. They use really high pressure.
I remember that guy. God, what was his name?
He worked at a facility that made drones that pilots shot down, or they shot down in an aircraft.
Yeah.
So he would harvest the compressor components from the drones, and he'd buy those from the military, just the head unit.
What was
and then
that guy's
bolt
name?
it to a piece of plywood, put a motor on it,
Yeah.
and turn it into a 4,500 PSI compressor.
Yeah, it was a radio. It was a radio compressor.
It was very, very cool. The one I had wasn't radio. It was actually a force three head, might have been a three stage.
Yeah, radio three. Yeah.
But it was
three heads that went like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I spent $1,800 on it.
Yeah, I remember. That's before you could buy anything.
Slick, buddy. I loved it.
That thing was scary. Scary. Ah, man, I can't remember the guy's name.
How long ago was that?
10 years ago.
Probably. I got it when I was in Havasu because I didn't want to deal with the scuba shop anymore. Look at the stiffs putting their nose up in the air at me every time I walked in.
Same here.
Where's your scuba card? I don't have one. I shoot air guns.
Whatever.
Come back tomorrow.
Yeah, come back tomorrow.
Anyway, so somebody's asking us if we are from Bryson Paintball. I don't know who that is, so say no.
Never heard of him.
I do like paintball though. We were talking about doing that today. Stan's asking, why has nobody made a big bore Desert Eagle or Model 29 CO2 pistol in 25? Simply because there's not enough volume to make the pellet do anything.
Yeah. It'd be so underpowered.
The limitation, physics limitation.
Yeah, it'd be completely underpowered.
So you'd have to do PCP. You'd have to have enough pressure and enough volume,
And a
do
long enough
something.
barrel.
and you'd be that big. So Ben's asking any inside scoop on any new, I'm guessing full auto PCPs. It's a legit smile switch. Yeah, every time on the blitz. I don't know of anything full
I
auto.
do.
I mean, you do, but you've got
I
stuff.
You probably
you
can't
tell
talk about it.
I can't, well, I can say stuff about it. I just can't tell you any names or anything. In about 6 months, a company is going to come out with a full line of semi-auto guns, including a big bore semi-auto.
He's talking full auto.
Full auto. Well, who the hell wants a full auto?
Big
you've
bore
got
is
one.
what caliber?
Up to 50 cal. Semi-auto. No full auto. The only full auto, and it's like my SK-19. It's the only full auto gun that's made. And
Boy,
it's not, I wouldn't even call it a true full auto. It's like a slow motion full auto.
I would agree.
But it will dump the whole mag if you pull the trigger.
I liked my old Evan X with the battery. That was fun.
You know, that was a cool gun, and I'm so it's such a it makes me
Chafes you a
mad.
little bit?
It makes me mad that he just stopped making that, because I thought he was right on the edge of getting it all right, you know, making it just perfect, and then he stopped making it.
That was a fun gun. It had a little bit of hesitation from a hunting perspective because you hear click bang like an airsoft would be.
Yeah,
But it wasn't great for hunting, but it was fun to shoot.
yeah, and it made pretty good power too.
Oh, it was a great little gun. 35 was great.
I'm and yeah, that thing worked. It worked.
Water under the bridge. Water
Yeah.
under the bridge. Mr. Lee, make that
Disco.
battery powered full auto again.
Yeah, just do it better.
Was this a question?
Where?
Kyle Clucken?
Okay.
What do you think of the Zisico 705 Century? It seems to be a nice gun for the money.
It is.
I like that gun.
Yeah, side lever little gun. Magazine fed, light. It's not real lightweight, but it's a carbine too, so
Short.
it's small.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's really
small.
short.
Yeah, it's a
I like that
cool
gun.
gun. I mean, they're only what, like $350? I'm surprised that more people don't talk about that. Well, they do on the GTA. There's a whole freaking 500-page, you know, thread about it.
Let's see. Brian's asking, how does the Raptor compare to the FX Impact?
Different gun,
Yeah.
totally different.
I like the Raptor. I didn't at first, but I got real used to it when I did the Going Ballistic series. I fell in love with it now. I like it.
I just think they're built for two completely
Yep.
different things.
JSAR will be at the expo, by the way.
Yeah, they're bringing. They have a what I'll call the Raptor 2 coming out.
Oh, very cool. I don't know anything about that. I think we're going to be using my Raptor that I've got in 22, 25, 30, and 35 setups for that one. So we'll probably, demonstrate that. I don't know what caliber we'll shoot on the range. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I was talking to the new owner, and he was trying to see if he could get me the Raptor 2 Mini sent, because he owes me one.
Yeah. So
For some help I did for him. Oh my God.
what's going on?
That dog is filthy. Looked like it rolled in the mud and he just ran in here. He's like,
He was helping you under the truck, right?
man,
You need to put some lotion on him.
yeah, get the St. Ives, rub them down.
All right. Well, guys,
Filthy.
it's been a good little Airgun Guys and Gal episode. We might have to change the name, Travis. We get Angie up here every week.
Yeah, I'm all right.
That's not what y'all said in the beginning.
Well, Angie, we don't want you to get too comfortable. We want to make sure you stay on your toes, and we want to harass you because that is our duty and right to do. How dare you invade our manly sport with your femininity?
They invited me.
That's true.
Watch your step.
That's
Watch
true.
your step.
That's true. I know. I'm being bad. In fact, I got Angie going in this whole thing. So hey, Give me
Yep. You sure did.
my fault. She's here.
She's
And
doing
I
a good
so
job.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, some hot sun questions I don't know how to answer. I guess we're done, and you're going to show off your little pistol again. I'm watching the playback. I
I'm
guess that's
super
it, guys.
excited.
So join us, okay? Next week. Excuse me. Next week.
Give them the
Airgun
dates,
Expo.
Rick. Give
What's
them
that?
the dates.
The dates.
Give them the dates.
The 10th through the 14th. Show
What time?
starts
What time does it start?
7:30 Mountain Time, and it will run till about
8 p.m.
9 o'clock Mountain Time.
It's going to be a long week.
So we're going to be mainlining coffee come the
I
time for
got a
roundtable
case
wraps at the end of the day.
Of Mountain Dew waiting for me.
You drink that instead of coffee?
Yeah, I like the dew. I'm not so much into the coffee. It's like a straight up laxative for me. So
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thanks, Travis. Don't drink coffee while you
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
that's what I'm
drink
just
coffee.
giving you the truth. That's why I drink the
Well,
dew.
sometimes we don't. You ever remember the line, you can't handle the truth?
Yeah,
That was truth
exactly.
we could have gone without, but thank you very
well,
much.
Coffee.
All right,
That's
guys.
what I'm looking forward to. I'm
What's
looking forward to giving you a hard time, Travis. So
Well,
super
you're going
excited.
to have to stand right behind Rick because
Oh,
I
you
get
got
that
it
from
coming
that
then.
character. It's all right. I can dish it out as good as I can take it.
That's all right. What we're going to do is wrap everything up with a sandwich making contest, and we'll see who makes the better sandwich. We'll let
He gets his from the gas station, tuna at that.
we'll put the fixins out, and then I'll eat the sandwiches. That's what I'm best at.
Okay.
And then
You'll
we'll
be good.
figure out who had the better sandwich. That'll be the winner. All right, guys, we're out. Thank you guys for joining us. Sorry we had
You
all
see
the
us.
problems in the beginning. Thanks for sticking with us. It's been a great night. See you guys.
Good
See
night,
ya.
everyone.